How's it going, boys and girls? Data here, and welcome back to the Minnesota Wild franchise mode, episode 25, here in the 2026 postseason. It is year number 6. We have had a lot of heartache throughout the years ever since we won our Stanley Cup, all the way back in year number 1. Years number 2, 3, 4, and 5 have been filled with first and second round exits. And here in year number 6, we want to change that. But it will not be easy, as we have our work cut out for us, as we'll be taking on the President's Trophy winning Colorado Avalanche, who had 111 points this season, 52 wins. We were the last team to squeak into the playoffs. Pretty surprisingly, second last, because the Coyotes ended up right behind us. A bit surprising with a record like 41, 30, and 11. We did really well after the deadline. A bit of a shaky month of March where it was up and down. But for the most part, it was very positive. We made some big moves last episode in that mid-season shakeup. I like that thumbnail. I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of today's thumbnail as well. And you'll see on today's thumbnail some of the faces that we'll be relying on today, such as Kirill Kaprizov, Marco Rossi. We went out and traded for Patrick Kane, who ended up going, how many points in 33 games? It was 22 points with 18 goals in 33 games, playing on the third line. We're going to try probably bump him up to the top 6 this episode, but we'll see what happens there. Aside from that, we also got a first-line power forward upgrade in Matthew Tkachuk, who helps that line get a +3 as well, 22 points in 33 games from him. And we also got one more piece in Jonathan Toews, new fourth-line center. And on the fourth line, scoring 15 points in 33 games. We'll go ahead and take that, no complaints. That was it for the forwards. On between the pipes, we went out and got Carey Price as our new starting goaltender. Connor Hellebuyck was not cutting it. He went to Montreal. He did even more poorly over there. So I think I'm happy with getting Carey Price. Not amazing, crazy, blow your mind kind of numbers, but solid enough. Plus 900 save percentage, sub 2 goals against average. And that's kind of all you can ask for sometimes when it comes to NHL simulation. But we really got him for hope in the hopes that 90 poise would really carry us through here in the playoffs. So the lines are looking like this here in Minnesota. I'm a big fan of these lines. +3s throughout the top 9. Defense got +1s across the board. Pretty happy with it. Suggestions were pretty limited in the comments, as they usually are heading into the playoffs. Hoot Boy says he thinks that this team will either go all the way to the finals or lose in 7 games in round number 1 because Price forgets how to play as a goalie. The second line could be changed, and you could play Kostin there instead of Fiala. So this spot right here, second line right wing, is pretty interchangeable between Kane, which brings it down to a +1, or Kostin, which keeps it at a +3. It's pretty interchangeable in that way. Fiala, he's never been a big playoff guy for us. We've usually moved him down to the 3rd or 4th line during the playoffs. Last season was great. He had 10 points in 13 games. When we won the Stanley Cup, he had 19 points in 24 games. Even 5 points in 7 games here. It was 20, 23, and 24 that he slowed down a little bit. To be totally honest, with the prospects we have in the system, and next year being the final year of his deal, I don't know if Kevin Fiala will be here next season, but as an 86 overall sniper, we're going to need him to show up. And Patrick Kane, those 18 goals that he scored being here, I think that's enough to get him up to that second line. And that's exactly what David suggested, saying that I feel like flipping Kane and Fiala might make that second line filthy, and then also balance out the third line a bit more. At this point, I would say best goalie plays. Price looks decent, but your backup performed well as well. So Maxim Morozov had a solid season, rookie season that is, 11, 7, and 5 with 5 shutouts. 906 save percentage, 2.56 goals against. We will not be afraid to go to him if need be. He has performed in the playoffs in Iowa before, but this is his first NHL playoff opportunity. Hunter Jones also on the bench. Speaking of all those trades, Michael says Kane and Toews, Price, and Griffin. Don't forget Russ Griffin, the RFA we traded for, who will be on the team next season. Great moves, Data. That's why you're the GM and a gem. I can't wait for the next episode. Let's go on a playoff run and shock the world. Go Wild. Thank you, Michael, for those kind words and for your support. I hope everyone is cheering, whether you're lying down, sitting upright, doing a workout. I hope that you are pumped and ready for the playoffs. Concerning having both Kane and Toews here on the same team, Legend says that Kane and Toews are dynamite together, and Toews does deserve a promotion after how he did with us. Reunite the duo. So Toews being a two-way forward hurts the chemistry a bit. And let's say, so if we want to promote Kane and then also promote Taze, it goes down to a 0, which is pretty brutal. So if Kane stays on the 3rd line and Taze comes and swaps with Kovanov, it's not the worst thing. But if we are promoting Kane, then I don't think they can really play together, Taze and Kane, that is. But you know what? They're practicing together. They're in the locker room together. They're on the bench together. Even if they can't play on the ice together because of the player types are kind of ruining it for us. Hopefully it doesn't have a huge impact, but honestly, who knows? The way things go sometimes in the playoffs, we start getting desperate and the line changes just become wild. Also, Klim Kostin, I feel terrible that he's playing the 4th line as an 84 overall. He should be 2nd or 3rd line, but again, it's just because of Kane kind of pushing him out of that role just for the second half of the season and here for the playoffs. Hef making that same suggestion over in the Discord server, saying not a whole lot to say this episode other than great trades, and I hope we do well in the playoffs. Make sure to play Taze and Kane together when it inevitably starts going belly up. So when things start going belly up, you never know what kind of desperation scrambles we may make. But those are the comments, and we are ready to hop into the playoffs. Here are our lines. The only players who are here from that Stanley Cup winning team in year number 1 are Kirill Kaprizov and Jordan Greenway, I believe. And Fiala, because Rossi and Kovanov were both in the AHL, and so was Boldy, I believe, at that point. On defense, I don't think anybody was here, right? No, none of these defensemen were here during that time. I don't think any of them were even in the system at the time yet. But Torrey Krug, he's 34 years of age, 90 overall, coming off another solid season. He's been here for 3.5 years. He would love to get a Stanley Cup as well. And of course, we cannot forget Carey Price, who is 38 years of age and wants a Stanley Cup desperately. The man has played over 1,000 NHL games. He is leaving Montreal for the first time when he's decided to waive his no-trade clause to come to Minnesota. And wow, playoff experience, 95 games, not super extensive with Montreal in 22-23. So 3 years ago was the last time he touched the playoffs, going 10-7-1. So we're going to hope that he can grab some of that magic and go on another run with us here. But like I said, we have our work cut out for us taking on the Colorado Avalanche. They eliminated us last season in 2025 in 7 games in round number 2. So we have something to prove here against them. Landeskog, McKinnon, Rantanen, just pure monsters in the regular season as well. Forget the playoffs. 94 points from McKinnon. Landeskog and Rantanen on his wings here, both getting over 70 points, I believe. You got Newhook here, second line center, Alex Newhook, who scored 92 points of his own. And then it kind of goes down in the bottom 6, but I wouldn't put anything past them being a really good bottom 6 that can score as well. And you can never put anything past JFK. Defense, Bowen Byram, Cale Makar. Makar, I wouldn't be surprised, like 70, 80 points. Okay, 56. Okay, it was a down year for Makar. But still, he can turn it on at any point. Gerard, Byram, Timmins, Graves, and of course, Yusei Saros between the pipes, 89 overall, coming off of a Vezina trophy last season. This year, numbers weren't as solid, but hey, when he put up those numbers last year in the playoffs like this, then, in 2025, I guess the numbers weren't that crazy either, but they were enough to beat us. And you know what? We've beaten him before, just that they came out slightly on top in Game 7, and it is finally our opportunity. I remember Saros, he shut us out in Game 7. It was 2-0, I think. Either way, without further ado, let's hop into it. If it's your first time watching a playoff episode here on the channel, you'll notice that the episode is fairly long, so don't let that fool you. I do that so that the episode won't be spoiled. It's anywhere between like 55 minutes and like an hour and a half just to keep it from being spoiled. So we can get swept in round number 1, be done in 20 minutes, and then it's just 45 minutes of a black screen, because I don't want you to see the video as a half hour long and you don't get excited because you know it's going to go to nothing. Let's get excited. I'm reacting with you. You're reacting with me. Game 1, Year 6, in Colorado, round number 1. Let's hit it. First period. Yikes. Wow. Okay, at least it's on 17 shots. But 3-0 after the first. Shots 17-8 for Colorado. Landeskog on the power play, then Arvidsson and Newhook with 6 seconds left. Yikes. Okay, let's regroup. Let's wake up. Let's try this again. Second period, 4-0. Wow. Samuel Girard, 4-0. Shots are 33-19. We are getting bombarded. 5-0. Poor Carey Price. This is not on Price tonight. Even though it's 5 goals. Maybe it's a bit on Price, but not the majority. Not at all. 40-20. Let's just get out of here. Oh my goodness. 6-0. 43-24 were the shots. Come on. 24 save shutout for Saros. Price, we did him dirty on that one. That was not right. That was not right. And I wait a couple games to start making changes. That was not right. So wow, and I totally forgot about the Kane change that we were making. Okay. Game 1, we chalk it up to a few mistakes here. Patty Kane, you're on the second line. Torrey Krug, you're going on the first pair. You got to get some points out here. And I think that's all we'll do. The power play still at a +3/+3. I guess we could... no, I don't want to move Boldy off of that. Unless we did move Boldy off the first one, move him on to the second one. Now I'll go 3-1. We'll keep the power play as is. Just that second line and first D pairing change. Let's try that. Oh my goodness, that was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Come on, boys. This is not who we are as the Minnesota Wild. Let's go. We got to take one of these games on the road and come home and make it a best-of-5. Let's go. Wake up. First period. 1-0 Cale Makar. At least the shots are there, kind of. Shots 14-10. You say Saros, man. I don't know how he's doing it. Second period, 3-1. Kirill Kaprizov scores the first goal of the series after 5 periods of play. So 60-80. After 81 minutes and 22 seconds, we score our first goal of the series. Then Hartman on the power play, and then Kiefer Bellows. We're down 3-1. Shots are 23-22 Avalanche. We're down by 2. Power play early. Come on. There we go. Martin Kaut, after the power play expires, brings us within 1. That fourth line coming through. Thank you very much. We are down by 1, and we still have hope here halfway through the third period. We need somebody to tie this up and push it to overtime at the very least. We can hop into it and see some action. Oh, Scott Laughton. And then Landeskog. 5 goals on 33 shots. We lose 5-2. This team is just so good. Saros, another 27 saves from him. Wow. And we dropped both games on the road. That is absolutely brutal. Do we try Morozov? Come on, Carey. You're breaking my heart out here. Lambert, 2 games, -3. Boldy doing nothing. Where are the goals out here? Kachuk, 1 assist. That first line. Can we get a plus? Kovanov gives it a +3. Let's try that. Patty Kane up to an 84. Boldy up to a 92. I'm all just for the chemistry here. Just for the chemistry. Could Costin help at all? No. All right. That's a second line switch. -3, -3, -3, -4, -1, and 0. Yeah, I don't really see any changes to make here, I don't think. We could swap Botter. 90-88 on the defense there. And Ellington, 94-89. No, I think I'm going to keep it as is. Powerful on the top there. It's the goaltending. Carey Price, 855 save percentage. We got to go Morozov. We have to go Morozov. Special teams, I don't think I can really touch the special teams unless I move out Taze, but he's such a good defensive player. Just that he's a low overall. Could I move Krug up here? No, then we've got a negative. Lambert even. 89, 87, 90. Rossi, 85, 84. No. They haven't really been scoring much on the power play. 2-3 power play goals. I'm going to keep it as is for the special teams. More little forward changes. And Maxim Morozov getting his first NHL playoff start. We're down 2-0 in the series. We're at home. We need to turn this thing around and fast. Excel Energy Center. Let's do it. First period, 0-0. At least that's the first period we don't get scored on, I think. And we're leading shots 13-10. We got to beat through Saros. We got to break through him. Second period, 2-1. Okay, Cale Makar opens up on the power play, but then Matthew Boldy ties it up, and then Jonathan Taze, his first playoff goal as a Minnesota Wild with 5 seconds left in the period, and we head into the third with a 1-goal lead. They're being okay. Then Matthew Tkachuk, 15 seconds in, first shot of the period. That's his first playoff goal as a Minnesota Wild as well, and now we're up 2-1. Okay, shots are 29-23. The boys are showing up here offensively. 2-goal lead, under 8 to go. Power play. That one was killed off by the Avalanche. That was our first power play, I think, unless we sim through one. And that will be all we need. Wow. 2-goal night from Jonathan Taze as he adds the empty netter. And we take it 4-1. Maxim Morozov, take a bow. 29 saves on 30 shots in his postseason debut. 2 goals from Jonathan Toews, a goal from Matthew Boldy, and we're back in this series with a huge 4-1 win. Sheesh, that is exactly what we needed. We exactly needed that. Lucas Drake, sore shoulder. We'll check out Iowa stats now that the season's over down in Iowa. I think we could put Parise here. Parise, poor guy. I wish we could have called him up. Ooh, Comtois here, so I'd rather play Comtois. Even though it was an 80 overall in the 4th line. And I got to, yeah, I said substitute all lines. Okay, there we go. So, Iowa finished their season. They went 55-12-9. Another fantastic season from the Iowa Wild. And now we go into Game 4 against the Avalanche. Please, we need to tie this series up and take both at home. Morozov's going to be between the pipes once again. We're keeping the lines as is. It was mostly the 4th line that came through there. We had, so far in the series, we've had a goal from Kaut. We had 2 goals from Toews. So the first line came through a little bit as well, but we won't touch the rest. And Morozov is back to being our starter for this game at home. Game 4, round 1. Let's tie this up. We don't want to go down 3-1 and have to win 3 in a row. Let's do it. First period, 4-1. Yes, that's what we're looking for. Patty Kane, there's that goal-scoring magic. His first as a Wild. Then Boldy. Rantanen says, I want a little bit of action in here. Brings it within 1. No, don't let him in. Kovanov with the +3. Bang. Sergachev, his first goal of the playoffs. Bang. And the first goal, he doesn't score very often, just in general. And we're up 4-1 after the first period. 1 goal on 6 shots for the Avalanche, 4 on 14 for us. Let's keep it up. Don't take your foot off the pedal for a second. Second period, 5-2, goal apiece. McKinnon scores 1, and then Martin Kaut against to be noted as well. This is against his old team, the Colorado Avalanche. So 5-2. We have a 3-goal lead, more than doubling the Avalanche's shots here in the 3rd period. Let's hang on tight. Let's even add to it. Power play here. All right, killed off. Whew, Arvidsson brings the Avalanche within 2, but then Matthew Boldy right away, that's 14 seconds later, restores the 3-goal lead. 2-goal lead can be dangerous, didn't even want to think about it. Boldy's second of the night, we're back up by 3, and this will be a Game 4 victory. 6-3 the final, we're back in this series. Oh, Boldy, 2 goals, 2 assists, and 6 hits. Get him in your fantasy lineups. Kovanov a goal and 2 assists. Patty Kane a goal and 2 assists. A huge night from that second line. Huge, 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 huge. And this series is tied 2-2, and it is now a best of 3. We have an injury down here in Iowa. We'll put Comtois to the first line. We'll put Parise on the 4th line. Make him happy. There you go. Okay. Wow, so after a devastating first couple of games, we come back big time. Morozov wasn't perfect, but the offense helped him out. Let me see his save percentage at the moment. 923, yeah, you know what, that's okay. Wasn't amazing, but it wasn't bad. So Morozov starting for game number 5, and let's do it. At Denver Arena here in Colorado, winner of this game will be able to have a chance to win it in game number 6. First period, 1-1, Arvidsson and Marco Rossi. Welcome to the party, my friend. 1 goal apiece. Second period, 2-1. Cale Makar on the power play. All right. We're down by 1. Shots 20-17 for the Avalanche. Down by 1. 20 minutes to play here. Still lots of hockey to go. Who wants to tie this game up for me? I'm watching the press box. I'm looking for who wants it, but Samuel Girard goes up 3-1 now. 2-goal lead for the Avalanche. Like we said, though, that's a dangerous lead. Power play for the Avalanche. We kill it off. Let's go, boys. Power play Minnesota late. And that is killed off. Oh, that is brutal. That is brutal. Oh, we lose 4-1. Saros showed up after getting shellacked the last game. He shows up. Oh boy, 4-1. That's a tough L to take. That is a tough L to take. Game 6 of the first round. We're sick of these first and second round exits. Kaprizov. What's going on with Kaprizov? Buddy, you have 91 points on the season, 56 goals. You have 2 in the playoffs. With you have 96 offensive awareness, 87 poise. Where do you fit the best? First line. Can we go +5 up here with Greenway? No, we can go +5 with Costin. You know what? We're going chemistry. +5 with Costin. Second line is staying the same. Actually, no. Kovanov moving up changes that. Can we get a +3 with anybody here? No. Okay. Second line is going to be Marco Rossi. Third line can be Kachuk here. Greenway's going to the fourth line. Even with, yeah, it doesn't work, eh? Because Kostin gets all the green check marks. Can we move a different sniper up to get a +5? No, we're going full out for that +5. Klim Kostin, I need you to have the night of your life out here with a +5. 89 Kostin, 88 Kovanov, and 94 Kaprizov. That's what I need to come through for me here tonight. We could have 90 and 90 with Kachuk and Greenway. Sorry, Kachuk and Rossi, and then a 92 Kaprizov. But I'm going all in for a 94 Kaprizov with those other players next to him. Rossi's second line, play with Boldy and Kane. Kachuk with Lambert and Fiala. We'll try to do something there. Lambert really doesn't fit this line. We could go even Taze up on the second line. Lambert has 1 assist, a -3. You know what? There you go. Taze second line. And that's what we're going to do. Kane a goal and 2 assists. Fiala 1 assist. All right, that's what we're doing. +1, +1, -2, -2, -1, -1. Sami Vatanen down to a 79. But I don't think we can really change anything. We could call up Demetrius Correa, but he wasn't very good for us when he was in the NHL, so I don't think now's the time really to call him up. Goaltending-wise, Price at 855. Morozov, 913. We're back to Morozov again. We're going to trust him. Let's do it. We haven't scored much on the power play, I got to say. We haven't scored much on the power play. Anything we can do to change that? Try Kachuk on the second, Greenway to the first, and then maybe swap Kane and Boldy? I don't know. We were already thinking about that earlier, but we didn't want to switch too much around, because then that makes the second unit go down to a +1. Maybe we go all forwards here instead. Swap out Sergachev and put Fiala instead. Gives it a +3, so I think we'll do that. Yeah, that's what we're going to do here for the power play. Let's try to get a power play goal tonight, boys. Let's stave off elimination. Let's push it to 7. Let's go. We're going all in on the chemistry. I'm trusting in Kovanov. I don't know why, but he's shown me good things, and I want to give him a chance to really do more. That second line was huge last game. I didn't want to really break them up, but I want to give the guys who are playing well the most ice time, as well as maximizing Kaprizov's chemistry to really, because we need to rely on him more than ever. First period, 1-0, Brad Lambert. All right, down on that fourth line, a little bit of a fire under him, and it's 1-0 through 20 minutes. Second period, 3-0. Yes, let's go. Matthew Boldy, and there he is. Kirill, 94 overall, Kaprizov. 3-0 Minnesota in the third period. 20 minutes to go. We need to add to it. I don't want to see this game stay only 3 goals. We need to add to this. Colorado is scary. They can come back quick. Let's go, boys. 3-0 here in the third period. Halfway through, that's what we needed. Marco Rossi, 4-0. And I think that is enough to say that we're going to 7 here, my friends. Yes. 4 goals, and that is all she wrote. Will it be? No, no. No shutout for Morozov, but still 31 saves from him. What a performance from the rookie. Huge clutch in Game 6 elimination. He shows up and makes 31 saves on 32 shots. 4-1 the final. We're headed to 7. 31 saves, first star of the night. Boldy a goal, Rossi a goal. All right, it worked out. It worked out. Kaprizov came through. It was, 4 goals. 4 goals is good. Even if Morozov wasn't as solid, 4 goals is still very nice. Kane a goal and 4 assists. Rossi 2 goals, 4 assists. Boldy 4 goals, 2 assists. I don't think we're really going to touch anything. Fiala's been absolutely terrible. Maybe we could move somebody else up to the second line. We could move up Greenway. Could do that. Yeah, we could move Greenway to that second line. He has only an assist as well. Yeah, 1 assist, -2 versus 1 assist, -4. So Greenway, you know what? You can get some third line minutes. Why not? +3, +3, -1, -1, -1, -1. Nothing to say there. And Morozov at a 929 save percentage. Sheesh. I don't think there's anything to say here, my friends. If we make it to the second round, I'm going to fix the lines back to what they were. But they seem to be working in this way against the Avalanche, and we don't need to change that now. We have brought the President's Trophy winners to 7 games here in round number 1. It all comes down to this in Colorado. How's it going down in Iowa? We won that series in 4 games. Wonderful. It all comes down to this. Game 7, round 1. If we can beat this team, who knows what else we can do here in this year's playoffs, my friends. Show us, all the management, all the assistant GMs, all the owners here. that you have passion, you have skill, you have desire, and you have clutch, poise, everything in between. First period, 2-0. Matthew Tkachuk on that third power forward line. And then Jonathan Toews getting the playoff magic back in his stick. Okay, 2-0. Not over yet. We're far from over. We're going to just watch it now. Newhook scores to bring the Avalanche within 1. We're going to watch the entire second and third period here. Game 7 against the President's Trophy winning Avalanche. Shots are 20-15 for Colorado, but we hold on to a slim 1-goal lead in the final minutes of the second period now. Will it be enough to head into the third with the lead? Yes, it is. Shots 23-18 for Colorado. We're up by 1 currently thanks to Jonathan Toews, and we need to add to this lead ASAP. Third period in Colorado. They're going to come out guns blazing. We need to be stronger than them. Let's go, boys. Shots 24-22. We're matching them. Can't let them pull away. Halfway through the third period, and it remains 2-1. 6 minutes to go. We're going to go down to ×4 speed now. 4 minutes left. Oh my goodness. 2.5. 2 minutes, 1 minute. Oh, just a minute left. All right, we got to hop in. We got to hop in here and just watch the action. I've been hearing a lot of words, a lot of comments from people saying that they prefer to watch the games in true broadcast. Honestly, I am not a fan of true broadcast. You can't see the names of the players very well. The puck, yeah, I already set it up. The puck gets stuck in the corners, especially with fans standing up. You can't see it very well. But the people have spoken, and we'll give it a try. So Game 7, up by 1 with a minute left. Let's finish this off. Here in Denver, Colorado, 59 seconds to go, and the Wild are up by 1. Currently thanks to Jonathan Toews, but this game is not over yet. Graves is going to dump that in. Crew gets it behind the net. We got to get it out. Here we go. Kovanov, that first line. Kovanov over the red line. Just dump it in. Don't be fancy. Okay, give it to Kaprizov. He gets off. What a filthy hit. Elbow, shoulder right to the head. Helmet comes off. He's going off the ice. Avalanche are pulling the goalie now. It's 6-on-5. Ryan Hartman. Oh, what a hit from Krug. That's right to the head as well. Costin. Skylar Ellington now. Empty net. Finish it off a skate. No. Here comes Arvidsson back the other way. 25 seconds left. The Avalanche are charging in. Somehow makes it through a flood of people. Costin. No. Gives it to Landeskog. Arvidsson. Get it out of there. Boldy. Okay, out of the zone at least. Over the red line. Boldy. Finish. No. Poked away. Avalanche. One last chance with 10 seconds to go. It's Mikko Rantanen. Still has the puck. Arvidsson! Oh, huge blocker save from Morozov! Point blank blocker save. Krug has it. 2 seconds. And the Minnesota Wild, from down 2-0, have eliminated the Colorado Avalanche, the President's Trophy winning Avalanche, in 7 games in round number 1. Making up for... Why is Price over here? Making up for getting eliminated in 7 games last year in round number 2. They are through to the second round. And why is Tkachuk leading the handshake with that mouth guard? Oh, what a finish. Game-winning goal goes to Jonathan Toews. Price, was Price starting goalie? Hold, did I forget to change the goalie? Oh, what a hit that was. Filthy. Suspensions left and right after this one. And then Krug got thrown into the boards. Hold on a second. Was Carey Price in nets over here? Did I not even realize it when they scored? When the Avalanche scored back there? Going to goalies? Oh my goodness! Price was in nets! 27 saves on 28 shots! I gotta give it to... Wait, no, hold on. He played 40 minutes? Wait, then why did Morozov play nothing? That's weird. That's weird. Let me go back and look at my recording. Okay, so I did have Morozov as the starter, but then simulating from game 6 to 7 put Price back in nets. Wow, so that could have been a disaster. I didn't even realize it, but Price shows up in game 7. That's why we went out and got a look at these hits here. Then Krug gets crushed. What a yard sale of bodies there. There's that huge blocker save from Morozov. What a night. What a night, and we're through to the second round. Carey Price came through for us, but Morozov really got us to that 7th game. What a roller coaster. From down 2-0 in the series, down 3-2 in the series. We win the final. We win games 6 and 7. And now, head coach can do that. In round number 2, we will be facing the Nashville Predators. Wow, no, this is a rivalry. This is a rivalry. So before we get into the lines here, I just want to quickly reset the lines. Like, I like these lines, but not necessarily what I want to do for the rest of the playoffs. We'll go back to them if need be, but I'm going to change them back to looking like this. The only thing I'm going to keep is that Tays third-line center. Lambert can stay fourth-line center. But aside from that, mostly back to normal, and we'll make changes if and when they are needed. Goaltending, I think we'll start Morozov for round number 2, but let's just get to that game first. We're going to be taking on the Nashville Predators. Brad Lambert was traded to us from the Nashville Predators in that big blockbuster that sent a couple players over. I think they still have at least one of them. Yes, and Ryan Murray here. 84 overall for them. They've won a Stanley Cup since. They have a fantastic team. We know how good Eli Tolvanen is. They have John Foligno, who's a franchise sniper. They drafted first overall. Christian Fischer at an 88. Philip Forsberg at an 86. Niels Hoglander at an 85. Duchesne's here at an 85. Defense, they have Ryan Murray, of course, with Dante Fabro at an 87. Roman Josi, at the age of 35, is down to an 81 overall. Nothing really crazy aside from that. Gabriel Carlson at an 83. And then between the pipes, they have Yaroslav Askarov at an 84 overall. He is signed to a nice contract and everything. He's a created player, of course. And Tristan Jarry, our former goaltender that won the Vezina with us, he is signed to a massive contract, although he's down to an 84 overall. And that is a good tandem for the Predators. They have Gavrikov and Lawson Cruz Ship Kraus as the healthy scratches. And here's the team. So Ryan Murray is the only piece they still have from us in that Lambert deal, I believe, because I think Jarry, I know Jarry was just a free agency signing. So I forget what the other piece in that deal was or where he went, but Eli Tolvanen is going to be tough, man. We know how good Eli Tolvanen is from our franchise modes in NHL 20. He had a 67-point season, currently has 7 points in 7 games here in the playoffs. And they also went to 7 games as they took down the Jets in 7. So aside from those 2 series, the Ducks also beat the Coyotes in 6. The Stars beat the Oilers in 5. And then in the East, it's Islanders and Hurricanes, and then Panthers and Devils. So we're ready to head into round number 2 without further ado, starting at Bridgestone Arena. As I said, I think that we're going to keep Maxim Morozov as the starter, at least for game number 1. He's earned it at a .929 save percentage in 4 appearances. Price, the numbers got a bit better, now up to 884. But that one performance is not enough for me to really trust him enough just yet. But the leash for Morozov is not very long. It is not a very long leash, despite his very good performances, because in the playoffs, it is a totally different story. Game 1, round 2, here against the Predators. Let's hit it. First period right away. Let's go. Kovanov with the first shot of the night. Kaprizov on the power play. Gabriel Carlson comes back, but then Matthew Boldy restores the 2-goal lead. Shots are 14-13, and we're up 3-1. Second period, 5-3. Kaprizov power play. We went back and forth a couple times here. Then Fabro scores, then Greenway scores, then Forsberg scores. So it is still a 2-goal lead. Shots are 27-23 for the Predators, but it is 5-3 Wild here in the third period of game number 1. That is very nice. We want to, as we've said a few times in this episode, 2-goal lead's dangerous, and thank you, Patrick Kane, for extending that lead to 3. Under 10 minutes to go now. Skylar Ellington scores to make it 7-3 now. Yeah, now it's really over. As we will take game 1 here against the Predators. Good performance from Morozov. 4 goals on what will be probably around 35 shots. Power play late for the Predators. We kill it off, and we win 7-4 the final. 7 goals against Askarov. 2 goals and an assist for Kaprizov. A goal and 2 assists for Boldy. And 3 assists from Mikhail Sergachev. Puts us up 1-0 with a huge win. I think 4 goals on 35 or whatever shots it was is enough for me to trust Morozov for game 2 starter role. All right, Morozov's between the pipes. We're ready for game number 2 after a nice, juicy 7-4 win in game number 1 there. On the road, let's try and take both on the road now and go back to the XL Energy Center with big smiles on our faces. First period, 2-2. All right, 2-2. Greenway scores early. Foligno comes right back. Kaprizov scores within 50 seconds. And then Matt Grzelcyk with 7 minutes to go. And it's a 2-2 game. Shots 16-9. Kaprizov is waking up. The beast has been awoken. Second period, 3-2. Rubtsov. 3 goals on 16 shots against Morozov. Not ideal. We only have 2 on 30 against Askarov. But still a lot of hockey left to go, 20 minutes to be played, and we're down by 1, and Matthew Boldy ties this game up at 3. Shots are 33-18, power play, that one's killed off. And then Klim Kostin on the power play. After the first one was killed off, we come right back again, and this time we capitalize. I think is that his first power play goal? Is that his first goal the entire playoffs? I forget. But up by 1, 2 minutes to go. Is that enough to win it? And that is enough to win it. Klim Kostin gets the game-winning goal on the power play. We outshot them 40-26, and we win 4-3 the final. 2 assists from Fisher Flynn. Whatever, get those guys out of there. Third star is Klim Kostin, despite the 3 goals, the game-winning goal. Oh, yeah. Back spasms. May 19th. That's a while. That is a while. All right. Man, Morozov, you did amazing, my friend. Wow, it's going to hurt to have you out. Hopefully Price can keep up what he was doing. Maxim Morozov, take a bow, buddy. Take a bow. 5-1-0, 907 save percentage, 2.74 goals against in 6 games to his first ever appearances in the NHL playoffs. He's going to be out till May, whatever, 17th, 19th. Carey Price, 896 save percentage. You got to wake up after that initial shellacking against the Avalanche, buddy. Let's go. If you want that cup, I got to see something from you. It's April 26th. Yeah. Oh, he's gone. He's gonzo. Because let's say this goes to 7, and let's say we go to the next round, and then that one goes to 7. Yeah, if like if we get to round 3, maybe like that's like game 6 of round 3 or something. So Morozov's going to be gone for a while. Time to rely on Carey Price. He's going to be backed up by Hunter Jones, who's been here before. He has playoff experience. When we had to rely on him because of the devastating injury to Ben Bishop a couple of years ago. Hunter Jones hasn't played at all this season, has he? No, he played 2 games. Oh, yeah, nice. 636 save percentage in 2020. Not even this season. In 2024-25. And then, oh my goodness, those are terrible numbers. But in the playoffs, he played 13 games, went 6-6-1, and we gotta hope that he can, if called upon, he can do well. Either way, it was a nice win against the Nashville Predators to go up 2-0. That goal from Klim Kostin gave us the winner. Was that his first? It was his first of the playoffs, and the lines are clicking. Gotta say the lines are clicking fairly well. So we're at home for game number 3 now against the Predators, up 2-0 in this series. Carey Price is our starter for the very foreseeable future. Let's see what we can do, and let's just try and get in the driver's seat fully and try to end it ASAP. All right, Lindblom scores early. Tkachuk comes back on the power play. It's 1-1. Kovanov makes it 2-1. 2 goals. 3 goals on 4 shots. Kevin Fiala. Askarov getting shamed out there. 3 goals in the first 4 shots. And the first period ends 3-1. Wow. All right, that's exactly what we needed after conceding the first one. Second period, 5-1. Patrick Kane on the power play. Klim Kostin gets another. 5 goals on 25 shots. We are just eating up Yaroslav Askarov. They should put Tristan Jarry in there. But we will, oh no, I'm not complaining. 4-goal lead. We're about to go up 3-0 in this series. We're almost tripling the Predators' shots. And Patty Kane makes it 6-1 now. 37-17. Let's just call it a day. 6-2 as Roman Josi adds 1. Carey Price makes 20 saves on 22 shots. Patty Kane with 2. Boldy 2 assists. Sergachev 2 assists. He's doing very well here in the playoffs. And that's 12 points in 10 games for Boldy. We're up 3-0 in this series. Let's end it off ASAP and get to the conference finals for the first time since year number 1. There we go. So the Dallas Stars are also up 3-0 in their series. So it could be a collision course here for Minnesota and Dallas. Devils are up 3-0 in their series. Hurricanes up 2-1 in theirs. Without further ado, let's just hop into it right now. Game 4 at home, close it out. First period, 1-1. Carlson scores, but then Kane late in the first ties it up. Patty Kane waking up here in the second round. Second period, 2-1. Matthew Tkachuk, that first line power forward. Exactly why we got him. But Eli Tolvanen shows up. His first goal of the series ties this game at 2. Power play Minnesota is killed off. And now we have a slight 4-shot lead, but the game is tied at 2 with under 10 to play. And Leon Botter, what? Leon Botter, a very rare goal from him. Go buy a lotto ticket after that one. 3-2 Minnesota. Not only is it a goal, it is a game-winning and series-winning goal. And for the first time since 2021, the Minnesota Wild are off to the conference finals with Leon Botter leading the way. Carlson a goal and assist, but Leon the game winner. Matthew Tkachuk a goal, and wow, after barely making it out of the first round in 7, we sweep the Predators in 4 games, and we are off to the conference finals. Let's see if it'll be up against Dallas or not. As we start advancing the days here, it was 3-1 in that series last time I looked. 3-2 in that series. The Ducks are trying for a reverse sweep. No, it did not work out. And we will face the Dallas Stars in round number 3. In the East, it is the Hurricanes and the Devils. Minnesota and Dallas in the West. The Stars went 46, 30, and 6. Let's take a quick pause to just look at the points. We look at them through the lines, but we haven't been looking at the points as from the stats table here. Boldy 13 and 11. Patrick Kane 10 points in 11 games. Rossi, Sergachev both with 9. Kaprizov waking up with 8, 5 goals. Hayes with 8. Kachuk, Kovnov both with 7. And then we start going down here to the bottom. Plus minuses are decent. Aside from Brad Lambert, a -3 on that fourth line. I'm sorry, Brad, but this is what we need at the moment. Leon Botter scored. Is that like his first career playoff goal even? How many playoff? He has. That's his second career playoff goal in his 49th career playoff game. Big Leon. And between the pipes, Carey Price came to play, up to a .901 save percentage, 3.08 goals against average. The numbers are looking a lot better, and I think we can start to trust him a little more heading into round number 3. The Dallas Stars were a good team. That's the same amount of losses as us at 30, but they had 5 more wins and 5 less overtime losses, of course. Dallas have Raquel Sagan connecting that top line. Tyler Sagan, simulation monster, 11 points in 11 games. Regular season, scored 94 points in 82. After that, it starts to drop off overall-wise. Koivunen, Nelson, Mikheyev, Guryanov, Dellandrea, Johansson, Donskoy, Comfort, Toffoli. Weird bottom 9 in my opinion, but look at this guy, like Antti Koivunen. He still has 8 points in 11 games despite the 81 overall. Toffoli has 2 points. Okay, defense, we got, oh yeah, Miro Heiskanen. He was an absolute tank this season. 87 points, almost doubling his career highs, as he just went off this season for some reason. 87 points in 82 games. He has 12 points in 11 games here in the playoffs. He's carrying the team on his back. Because after that, it's Dmitry Orlov. Then you have Patrick Nemeth and Nathan Beaulieu. Then you have Guillermo Delmas, defensive defenseman with crazy defensive stats. And then Dmitry Kulikov at a 74 overall. Come on, we got to expose them. And between the pipes, it is Robin Lehner, who's, oh wow, 925 save percentage and at 2.12 goals against average. He had a really good season at 40 wins as he was bouncing around after Vegas went to Winnipeg and then found a home here in Dallas. But yeah, those are wild numbers from Robin Lehner despite the 83 overall. Nick Malik backs him up, and scratch they have Samuel Ciolin and Antonio Stranges. Okay, we got our work cut out for us. If we can shut down that first line and just break through that defense, we can do this, boys. So as always, without further ado, it is time to just hop into this series. Game 1, Round 3, the first time we've been here since we went on to win the Stanley Cup back in 2021, 5 years ago. Let's not let this slip away, my friends. Let's keep our pedal to the metal. First period, 1-0 Dallas. Ryan Johansson on the power play. Second period, 2-1 Fiala. Welcome to the playoffs, my friend. And then Kaprizov. Let's go. 2 goals in the second period, and we're now up by 1. And then Jonathan Toews makes it a 2-goal lead. 3-1 over the Stars here. Huge, 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 huge playoffs. This is why we need these playoff performers. Jonathan Toews is coming through in a big way, playing third-line center right now. Love it. 2-goal lead remains with under 5 to go. Is that going to be enough to do it? And it looks like it will be. The game-winning goal going to Kirill Kaprizov as we take it 3-1 the final. And Carey Price, man, making 30 saves, first star of the night. Take a bow, Carey Price. He is hungry for that cup. Toews and Fiala both getting a goal and an assist. And we will be taking a 1-0 series lead away from game number 1. Beautiful. Quick change here in Iowa. There we go there. Iowa, how are things going down in Iowa? We lost. Okay, great. We lost. So we're the best team by far. And once again, we lose in Iowa. Anyways, game 2 in Dallas here of the conference finals. Hurricanes are up 1-0 over the Devils. First period, 1-0 Kevin Fiala. Okay. All of a sudden, he decides to start scoring again. I'm not going to complain. Second period, 1-1. Miro Heiskanen, his first goal of the playoffs. This game's tied at 1. Fiala, if he wants to have a place on this team next season, he has to have a monstrous third and potentially fourth round in the playoffs after an abysmal first and second round there. Marco Rossi makes it 2-1, and then Jonathan Toews, 3-1. He loves adding on that second goal. Power play now, nothing comes from that. 2-goal lead with under 5 to go. Jordan Greenway makes it a 3-goal lead, and we will take both games from Dallas. A 2-0 series lead. Guryanov scores with under 30 seconds left, but that's okay. 4-2 the final. Shots were 29-27. Greenway had a goal. Greenway, Rossi, and Fiala all had a goal and 2 assists. At one point, I wanted that to be the first line of the future. Now they find themselves on like the first, third, and fourth line, respectively. But either way, we're headed back home to Minnesota with a 2-0 series lead. We've won our last we won our last 8 games in a row. From Game 6 of Round 1 to Game 2 of Round 3. We've won our last 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games in a row. First period, 0-0. Second period, 2-0. Torrey Krug, he still has some desire at the age of 34, and so does Jonathan Toews, who is finding his like early 2010s form again, just turning back the clock. Shots are 20-15. It's only a 2-goal lead here for the Wild. 2-0 here in the third period. We need to add to it. We've Travis Konecny. I'm about to say we've kept that first line and Tyler Seguin at bay, but Travis Konecny scores to bring the Dallas Stars within 1. Power play Minnesota, that's killed off. Power play Dallas, that's killed off, and we stay 1 goal ahead with under 2 minutes to go now. They pull the goalie and they score, and for the first time in the entire playoffs, we're headed to overtime. Shots 32-27 for Minnesota. Koivunen with 38 seconds left got this game tied up, and we are headed to overtime. Really sorry about this one, everybody. The recording didn't quite start right, and I was going to fix it at the first whistle, but the game ended too quickly. So I'll just show it to you in the recording here. It ends pretty fast here in overtime. I'm going to just watch it through the instant replay with you. Good chance, almost trickled through, but the post was there. Kaprizov had the puck in the corner. Rossi got hit by Heiskanen. Heiskanen got hit by Tkachuk. 2 guys are behind the play. Dallas comes the other way. Raquel splits through the D, gives it in front to Konecny, and he finishes it off. So right here just kind of broke apart where it was a 2-man rush, but then it turned into 3 as Konechny's the trailer. And then Kaprizov does not keep with his man. Raquel just breaks through the D, and then the pass is right there on the doorstep as Price tries to dive across but can't quite make the save. And that was done within 30 seconds. It was over. So I'm sorry that I didn't quite catch it on the recording by accident, but wasn't too much to miss, unfortunately. And yeah, great game from Robin Lehner, and Dallas now finds themselves back in this series as they have cut our lead 2-1. So a tough overtime loss now sees us only ahead 2-1. Going to take a quick pause just to go and fix the scouting now that it's early May. Just send out the final reports as we're getting ready to head into June. All right, the scouts have been sent out. That last game also broke our 8-game winning streak. So let's try and get back in the saddle here. Game number 4, looking to put ourselves in the driver's seat heading into game number 5. Still at home after that overtime loss, devastating fashion, but let's not let it ruffle our feathers. Don't let them get back into this series and tie it 2-2. Let's keep up that deadly pace that we have been on. First period, 2-0 Dallas. Tyler Toffoli and Nathan Beaulieu. 2-0 Dallas. 2 players who have played with Carey Price before. I'm not sure if Toffoli has in this simulation. Yeah, I'm sure he has, but Beaulieu has in real life. Second period, 3-1 as I digress. Kirill Kaprizov brings us within 1, but then Tyler Seguin restores the 2-goal lead with 28 seconds left in the second period, and we now find ourselves down by 2 heading into the third period. Shots 23-17 for Dallas. We need to get back into this one and fast if we are going to keep Dallas from tying the series up 2-2. Power play Minnesota, and it goes nowhere. And now we're halfway through the period, still down by 2. Shots are getting even. Shots are even. Power play for Dallas is killed off. Dallas, another power play killed off again, but we cannot capitalize ourselves. The third period is scoreless, and despite the shots being tied 30-30, we drop it 3-1. 29 saves from Robin Lehner, goal from Nathan Beaulieu, and a goal and assist from Seguin. So after winning both on the road, we then lose both at home, and we're headed back to American Airlines Center with this series now being a best of 3. So the exact reverse of what we just did to Colorado in round number 1. I think the lines are going to stay the same. 3-1 loss isn't the worst thing, but just the scoring has not been there. Not super impressed with the depth scoring like the second lines, but yeah, second line's been good. Fiala has been waking up big time. Taves has been great. Yeah, I guess it's just a small sample size of those 2 games this round. We just can't let Nashville get our number. Brad Lambert's killing me out here. I might take him off the power play even. I might take him off the power play. 1 goal, 2 assists. Yeah, defense +6, +3, +5, +5, -2 and 0. Mika Tarki, come on, baby. 88 defensive awareness, 87 shot blocking, 86 stick checking, 8th overall pick 4 years ago. Come on, Mika. Oh, man, Brad Lambert. Do we take him off and we put Taves? That probably kills the chemistry, right? Could put Kovanov, though. Yeah, it brings it down to a -1. If we put Kovanov, do we get to keep the +3? Yes, we do. And you know what? That is exactly what we're going to do. Alex Kovanov has been on fire. Brad Lambert is dead weight at the moment. He's going to stay on the 4th line and try to prove himself if he wants to try and be fighting with Russ Griffin for a top 6 center role next season. So either way, wipe the slate clean. It's a best-of-3. Series tied at 2. We're back in Dallas. Let's do it. First period, 1-0 Kirill Kaprizov. Thank you very much. Second period, no scoring. Shots are 22-17 for Dallas, but we hold on to the 1-goal lead, and we need to add to it ASAP. Power play now. Kovanov, nothing, as that is killed off by Dallas. Shot still. We didn't get a shot in a few minutes there. Low shooting affair here in the third period. Not many shots have come from either side. Under 4 to go, and Mikheyev ties it up. And then, no! Dellandrea! Don't tell me we're going to get 4 in a row. Ugh. Ilya Mikheyev scores with 4:49 left, and then Carey Price lets in another one a minute and a half later, and we lose 2-1 after leading 1-0 for 55 minutes and 11 seconds. The final 4:49, we allowed 2 goals. Shots were 31-25 Dallas. Yeah, that is an absolute backbreaker. Robin Leonard, first star of the game. Oh boy, would Morozov be back for this game? I don't think so. I think it said 18th, 19th. I don't think it's even a playable injury. Back spasms, it is a playable injury. But -4 aggressiveness, -6 angles, -5 recover, 4 agility, and 2 rebound control. I don't know. Let me see Carey Price's numbers again. We have not been scoring a lot here against Dallas. It's been a low-scoring series for us. Carey Price, .912 save percentage. Hunter Jones play at all? No. And then Morozov at a .907. But then negative attributes as well. I think at the very least I'm going to put him as backup. And maybe we could hop into the game, put him in. I don't know. But I'm going to put Morozov as backup. Oh, man. Kaprizov, 8 goals, 3 assists. Rossi with 14 points. Tkachuk only 10 points. Could we try to get that +5 again? Could we go for that +5? It worked last time when we were down and out against the Avalanche. Yeah, why not? Let's go for it. We have nothing else to lose. Ellington +3, like we said. Botter for Sergachev, a goal and 9 assists. Would it help if we were to switch something around? Can we get a +3 anywhere? We could get a +3 with Vatanen on the top pair, which is not what I want to do. And no. We'll just keep it as is for defense. Special teams, whatever. Carey Price gets the start. Boys, we were up 2-0 in this series. We're now down 3-2. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. We're now down 3-2. We're back at home. I didn't even want to go to 6. Now we're going to have to go to 7 just to win it. Do not let Dallas pull 4 games in a row over us after we won 8 in a row. Do not tell me we're going to win 8 in a row, then lose 4 in a row. Come on. At home in front of the fans, after doing so much in rounds number 1 and 2, do not stop now. First period, 1-0, Jonathan Toews. Thank you. Whenever we need someone to perform, the big veterans come out, and Jonathan Toews once again showing us why he is a Hall of Famer, to say the least. Second period, 1-1, JT Compher. Shots are tied at 22, and the game is tied at 1. Power play Dallas to start the period. Wonderful. We're on ×4 simulation. We killed it off. We need something to happen, and fast. We cannot stay tied this long and then have something just break our backs in the end. Oh, actually, I'll go back to ×8 just for a few minutes. No, okay, back to ×4. Getting too close. Shots 30-29. 5 minutes to go here in Game 6. At 2 minutes, we'll hop in. Yeah, let's hop in. 1-1. 2 minutes to go. Game 6 here in Minnesota. 1-1 with 2 minutes left to play. We need to put ourselves ahead and push 7, but the Stars want to finish this series off tonight. Dallas coming into the zone early. There's a mix. That's why I don't think about true broadcast. Couldn't really see what was going on there. Big hits left and right. Oh no, here's Mikheyev. Finds a little bit of a lane, hits off somebody, and goes over the glass. There's Patty Kane in that beautiful jersey. First line's out. Kaprizov, Kovanov, and Kostin with the +5 up against Raquel, Sagan, and Konechny. Defensive zone face-off. It's won back by the Stars, but then the Wild get possession. It's a 2-on-2 the other way. Finding space, but then deking nobody but drawing the penalty. I don't know why Kostin's doing a toe drag there, but he drew a tripping penalty, and that is huge. With 53.2 seconds left, he goes to the man advantage. Let's see that. He found some space for himself. I don't know why he did that toe drag, but hey, it worked out. And Dmitry Orlov's in the box for tripping. One of their probably their second best defenseman, I guess I'd say, after Miro Heiskanen. So Kane, Rossi, Kaprizov, they're out there against Confer and Dellandrea. And of course we lose the draw. Confer's going to take it over the red line. Hold on, poked away. Hang on, Kaprizov skating back into his own zone for no reason. He's going to get board pinned, right? Okay, getting it out now is Rossi. Over to Patrick Kane. Finding some space on the wing. Oh, no, he gets hit hard. But he found it. Ah, Krug! Good shot as he found some space, but couldn't quite get through. And then Leonard makes the save on Torrey Krug. 31.3 to go. If we go to Game 7, I think we'll name a captain for somebody to go get that trophy if we can move to the Cup Finals. But we don't need to think about that yet. We need to win this game first. Nemeth gets it back over to Ryan Johansson. Up to Jonas Donskoy. They're making a rush here on the penalty kill. It's their second time they make a rush on the penalty kill. Sjolin is stopped by the glove of Carey Price, who throws it out to nobody. Oh my goodness. In the slot is Jonas Donskoy, and he gets stopped. What is going on? 10 seconds to go now. Kachuk poked away. Donskoy again. What a terrible power play this has been. Donskoy can't get the shot off. Still has possession, though, and then we just waste time with the board pin. Okay. Great. Thank you for nothing. And we're headed to overtime now on about a half of a power play. The shots are 36 to 33 for Dallas. Both goalies are making their saves. They're doing what they have to do. And the next goal decides everything. Is this series over? Will Dallas go to the Stanley Cup Finals, or do we push for 7? Rossi and Dellandrea at the draw. Rossi wins it back to Greenway. Greenway over the blue line, gets it to Patrick Kane. Patrick Kane looking for a shot, and that is stopped. In the corner now is Kaprizov. Kaprizov being board pinned, and 4 guys just poking away for something. Kane can't get in the slot as Heiskanen takes it away and dumps it down. The towels are flying here in Minnesota. Kaprizov giveaway as he gets hit in neutral ice, and Beaulieu will dump it down. Let's try this again. It's Kane. Giveaway to Comfer. What are these passes? If this was Be a Pro, I'd be benched with a D- team play score, and no one would pass me the puck anymore. These passes are abysmal. Another short-handed rush here. Comfer gets hit. Heiskanen has the puck to Dellandrea. Just let them, establish a presence in the zone on the penalty kill. Yeah. Krug up to Kane, poked away by Heiskanen. Are we going to get anything going here? And no, that's dumped again. Out of the box. No, it's not even out of the box. It's Ty Dellandrea coming in. Big pad save from Carey Price. I thought it was an out-of-the-box rush. Now here's Rossi on a breakaway of his own to Patrick Kane. And that, I think that shot got off, but that was saved nonetheless. And here's a rush again the other way. Nelson, Koivunen, and that's kind of fanned on and into the corner. Greenway, please just get it out. It's Mikhail Rossi. Come on. And Kaprizov will carry it over the red line now. Jordan Greenway. Come on, just put it on net, buddy. These poke checks. Sagan. Rossi doesn't want to touch him. Big blocker save from Price. Greenway has the possession behind the net once again. Now up to Patrick Kane. Come on, Patty. This is what we got you for. Put it on net. Take the shot. In front. Krug. No one's taking a shot. They just want to hold on to the puck. This isn't possession. This is put the puck in the net. Patrick Kane, again, windmill over nobody. Up to Boldy. Hold on. Boldy dekes over nobody again. Why do they insist on deking over nobody and just to lose possession of the puck? Up to Botter. Leon Botter. To Kovanov. He had space, but he slowed down. Gave over to Kostin, and he puts it into traffic, and the sticks will break it up. Botter. Sergachev. Back to Botter at the point. Gets it to Klim Kostin. Kostin, one-timer Boldy. Stopped. Rebound is stopped as well. Oh, has Kovanov had a good backhand opportunity there. But now here comes Sagan leading the rush. Kind of stopping up, dumps it into the zone. Sergachev will recover. And he will try... No, he won't get it out for the open pass. He'll just let himself get board pinned. Lambert up to Boldy. Come on, Boldy. Do something. Poke checked. Board pinned. Get it up. Come on. Okay. Here we go. Here's a little something. Tarky looked to Taze, and that's broken up by Kaut, but now he has possession. Do something in front. Broken up. This is so hard to watch. Dallas in their own zone. Getting it up to Brock Nelson now. Over to Guryanov. Gurianov stops up. Everybody just lets him walk in for a wide open lane. Rebound scores. And the Dallas Stars are through to the Stanley Cup Finals. Wow, what disgusting coverage. Robin Leonard, man. Oh, man. All for nothing. Kane, Taze, Price. Krug, that was probably his last shot. Fiala, probably his last season. Price, Leonard. Tyler Seguin goes to get the Campbell, what is it, the Colin Campbell trophy. Oh man, sorry, Clarence S. Campbell trophy. Gary, big smiles from Gary. Haven't seen him in a while. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Let's take a look right here. Who can we put the blame on today? Skylar Ellington. Here he is. Here comes Gurianov with the puck. Ellington just decides to go the other way. No problem. He comes in here. Ellington doesn't want to stop him even though he turns around. Yeah, just don't do a thing. Just let him walk in and shoot. Let's just see that again full speed. Comes in, stops, and then walks into a perfectly beautiful lane. Big save there. And then, oh, Torrey Krug, perfect. Can you just clear that out, Bello? No. Just put it right. Oh, did he get bumped? Yeah, he got bumped by Gurianov, and you know how that works in NHL. If you have possession of the puck and you get bumped, you automatically lose possession of the puck. Puts it right on Nelson's stick, and then there they go. Beautiful goal. So, terrible defense from both Ellington and Krug, as Ellington lets that shot from Gurianov come, and then Krug just doesn't clear out the puck. Price gets hung out to dry, making 38 saves on 40 shots, and we lose in Game 6 of the conference finals. After winning 8 in a row and being up 2-0 in the series, we lose 4 games to 2. Absolutely shameful. What a season. What a postseason. Jonathan Toews, 14 points in 17 games. Just an animal, playing on the 3rd/4th line, mostly 3rd line. Tied with Marco Rossi, who's playing 20 minutes a night. Playing 8 more minutes a night, and Toews has the same amount of points, 4 more goals. Boldy 13. Fiala somehow got 12. That was great from Fiala. Greenway 12. Kaprizov only 11. 8 goals was nice, but that first line did not deliver as they were supposed to. Sergachev had 11 points. Patrick Kane, 5 goals, 5 assists. He really fell off after the Nashville Predators series. Kovanov wasn't great. Krug was okay at a +6, but only 6 points. Brad Lambert was trash. Man, Tarky 1 assist, -3. I'm down to trade Tarky. I'm just down to trade him. He hasn't been good at all, ever. I guess his rookie season was decent, but this whole last season, it was just brutal. Carey Price goes 6-4-2, .916 save percentage, 2.6 goals against average. It wasn't his fault. I was thinking about playing Morozov in Game 6 there, but you know he made 38 saves on 40 shots. You really can't ask for much more than that. I don't know if I would have guaranteed that Morozov was going to get a 40-save shutout, but really just brutal, absolutely brutal. We'll start simming towards the draft. The scouting's already set. It's going to be Dallas against either Carolina or New Jersey for the Stanley Cup. So we'll see who comes out on top in that series as we get just a month away from the draft here. And the New Jersey Devils beat the Dallas Stars to win the Stanley Cup. Ontario wins the Calder Cup. We'll go through all the salary cap, the retirements, and we'll check out the awards and the playoff tree in just a moment here. So LA keeps first. Pittsburgh moves from 5-2. Vegas 6-3. Aside from that, most of it is just a few people moving down, a few teams moving down. Retired players now. Who is calling it a career? Anybody? Yeah, there's Zach Parise calling it a career. All right, so Nicholas Backstrom, 1,233 points in 1,360 games. Great career for him, retiring on Edmonton. Boston had Anze Kopitar, a former Minnesota Wild member. He played a couple of seasons with us and did very well, exceptionally well, I would say. He scored 15 points in 19 games and then 33 points in 82 games for his age. Getzlaf, 1207. Bergeron, 1204. Also played a season with us. Claude Giroux, 1116. Zach Parise, at the age of 41, the son of Minnesota, goes out. We wanted to get him to play in the NHL, but we weren't able to call him up due to salary cap issues. He goes out with 1,075 points in 1,398 games. 27 points in 34 games down in Iowa. He had 117 points in 171 playoff games and won the Stanley Cup in 2021 with us when he scored 19 points in 24 games. We will miss you, Zach. It was an honor to be able to play out that contract. We kept Suter, we kept Parise. We got one Stanley Cup to show for it, and we've been struggling a bit since then, but at least we can say that we kept those contracts and we're true to them. Jamie Benn, over 1,000 points. Erik Karlsson also retiring, 869. Crazy, you have Karlsson drafted in 2008. Even John Karlsson, he goes out as well. And then you have Parise drafted in 2003. Pacioretty, Burns, Hornquist, Perron, Oshie, Eberle, Bailey, Neal, PK Subban, a lot of big names going out. Goaltending-wise, retirements this year, Marc-Andre Fleury, 562 wins, 333 losses, 92 overtime losses, 69 shutouts, great career numbers, Hall of Famer. Pecorine, Ben Bishop, our old friend Ben Bishop, Jonathan Quick, Antti Ranta, Khudobin at the age of 40. Some other retirements there. But yeah, good retirement class here in 2026. Some big names that the NHL will miss. Burns, Subban, Ben, and Getzlaf are all now coaches. I was hoping Parise would be a coach, but unfortunately not. Coach retirement, I'm looking for Iowa. I don't see any I's, and for Minnesota, I don't see any of those, so it looks good to me. And here we are at the draft. So let's take a look at what happened here in the rest of the playoffs. The Stanley Cup Finals, went to 7. Devils took down the Stars in 7. So the Stars, they took down the Oilers in 5, Ducks and Wild in 6, and then lost in 7 to the Devils, who had a tough road there as well, as they had to take down the Hurricanes in 7. The entire league for the playoffs, Tyler Seguin, 26 points in 24 games. Jesper Bratt over on the Devils, wow, 26 and 26. Sebastian Aho did very well on the Hurricanes, 25 and 20. Crosby was on the Devils, wow, 24 points in 26 games for Sidney Crosby over on the Devils. Goaltending-wise, any goalies really go lights out here. Shesterkin had terrible numbers but wins the cup. Meanwhile, Leonard got robbed of a Stanley Cup after he was playing so well. Look at all these numbers. So many goalies with terrible save percentages. Guys that you would think would do well, who had great regular seasons, and then were just terrible. Multiple sub-900 save percentages. The playoffs is just a different thing. So the Devils win the Stanley Cup, President's Trophy to the Avalanche, Stars and Devils in the finals. Individual awards, now Art Ross went to Nicholas Enqvist, the Hart also to Enqvist. James Norris obviously goes to Miro Heiskanen. Lady Byng goes to Sam Reinhart, breaking McKinnon's 3-year streak. Calder goes to Cole Sillinger. Conn Smythe to Sidney Crosby. Wow. Who would have thunk it, eh? 2026. And Sidney Crosby wins another Conn Smythe. Vezina goes to Ilya Sorokin, who got just shamed in the playoffs, as we just saw by his save percentage. Jennings goes to Saros for the 2nd straight year. Masterson to Alexiak. Jack Adams to the coach of the Stars. Selke to Alex Barkov, or the Ryan O'Reilly Award goes to Barkov. Ted Lindsay to Enqvist, and Maurice Richard to Enqvist. That was the 2nd of his career. Down in the AHL, any awards in Iowa? Oh, hold on. We got one for Jesper Wallstedt and Sergei Kozevnikov. The equivalent of the Jennings Award goes to them, as they had a fantastic campaign, both with like sub-2 goals against average. Really great numbers. We're pretty much finished the episode and ready for the off season. So I'll go ahead and wrap it up here. I'll just tell you that the picks that we do have in this draft are picks number 28, and then we have the Ducks 2nd round pick, which is somewhere around the high 40s. So 28 and then like 49 or something like that. So looking at the draft class here, some medium elites, of course, some great, nice power forward and sniper medium elites there. Our pick, there's this guy I really like, by the way, this guy Nordqvist. He's medium top 6 and down here by 28. So at pick 28, we could try and move up a little bit to draft Louis Bourdon, who's a medium elite, likely two-way forward, similar to Zetterberg. I'm not sure if there's anybody else I'd really trade up for around that area. And then lower down, we could go ahead and draft. I don't like any of these guys. Yeah, I think we definitely have to trade up for Bourdon. Bourdon. Or I'd have to trade the pick away altogether. Maybe this top 4D here. I like this guy, actually. That's why I liked him. He's similar to PK Subban, and he's NHL ready. So maybe he's an offensive defenseman, medium top 4D, 6'1", had 11 points in 45 games in an A+ league. So maybe he's someone we could go for as well. Other options here. There's another offensive defenseman here, Holden Gargiulio. I don't know how you want to pronounce that name. Similar to Sergei Gonchar, 2 years out. There's a lower league two-way D here, William Dika. The medium top 6 playmakers, Jean Beliveau, similarity, but 3 years away. More top 4D. It was a pretty good year in terms of uncovering prospects, especially later down. Just not necessarily a good year for prospects itself. Some top 6s and tops. Yeah, so anyway, sorry, getting a bit too deep. We want to see around pick 49-50. So I'd probably be, maybe we could go for this top 4D, Colton Smolinski. Or again, we could trade up and try to get these guys here closer to the high 30s, low 40s range. Then later in the draft here, medium elite goalie here, Junior Hughes, medium elite, a lot of low top 6 forwards, low top 4D. So yeah, you know what? There's actually some pretty solid prospects as we go further down. Yeah, low top 6 forward there. And then just sorting by potential for the entire draft. Any other medium elites out there? I have a 3-bar medium elite, Sergei Yakimovs. I don't know if I want more goalies in the system though. I'm already going to be drafting 1. And some low elites here. Nice, a low elite gem at 224, stuff like that. 231 here. So there's definitely some solid prospects for this draft. Looking at our draft board, we do have a good number of picks with a first, a second, a third, 2 fourths, 2 fifths, and we do have the rights of players that we're not going to be keeping. So we could likely trade away the rights of guys like Patrick Kane, Jonathan Toews, Carey Price, or we could think about re-signing Carey Price. He's down to an 82 overall, still has starter potential. We could easily sign him for 1 year, $2 million, or 1 year, 1.750, and be the backup to Maxim Morozov if we want to try and transition Morozov into a starter next season. We could sign him long-term, give him a big 8-year deal, or we could go a bit more realistic and do like a 2-year RFA type of thing. Not sure what the best course of action would be there. For all skaters on the team, we definitely have to get Russ Griffin signed up. Patrick Kane, he'd be way too expensive to keep, so I don't think that's possible. Kovanov's now up to an 84 overall. He'll want to get some... Yeah, that's not crazy. So we could definitely sign Kovanov for the third line. We'll have to sign Sven Sjogren, who's going to be in our NHL lineup as well. He had a good season over in Liga. Yeah, A+ league. He scored 49 points in 52 games. Yes. Looking forward to having Sven Sjogren on the team. Hayes will let him go. He was just here for money. Comtois, I'll probably let him go. Kaut, I'd be down to re-sign Kaut. I wouldn't want too much. Jonathan Toews, I'd like to keep him as the 4th line center if possible, but he might really start dropping off. So let me know your thoughts on 4th line center. And that's pretty much it. We'll take care of the rest. Other unsigned prospects, aside from Sjogren, Valen. Yeah, we got to sign Valen. So he's medium elite. We drafted him 5th overall last season. So Valen comes into play, which crowds up defense a little bit more because in the main roster here, we got Sergachev, Krug. We likely want to trade Krug, now down to an 88, top 4D. Or do we hang on to him a bit more in weight? Mika Tarki's up to an 84. Botter's still stuck at an 83. I don't know what's up for defense here. I'd be down to maybe trade Tarky and then bring in Valen, or trade Korea, or trade somebody. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think we can keep these 6. That means Botter or Tarky has to be on the bottom pair. So at the very least, I think Krug has to leave probably before the start of next season, and while his value is still high. So the question just becomes, what do we trade him for? Picks, players, or what? If we look at the forwards in our system, so counting out the forwards here, let's say Kaprizov, Boldy, Rossi, Kachuk, Greenway, Kovanov, if we trade Fiala and Kane, Kostin, Lambert, and Toews, that's a third line. We still have to fill an entire 4th line. So that could be Kaut, that could be Comtois, but that still doesn't even take into account Griffin and Sjogren, so there you go right there. So the lineup is pretty filled. I'm not sure if forwards are really something we need. It's probably more defense/picks, or maybe even a goalie. I don't know what's going to go on with the goalie situation. The goalie situation is confusing. There are these top picks. Maybe if teams want to trade them, similar to Couturier, NHL ready, Bobby Hull, NHL ready. All these guys are NHL ready. So the entire top 5 is medium elite and NHL ready. They're all forwards. I don't know about two-way forwards, but I'd definitely be interested in the power forward or the sniper. A+ shooting. Yeah, magic hands, goal scoring. Yeah, that means like 93, 94s in the shooting category, 5 stars, and probably like 82, maybe even 82 to 84 overall max, but around that low 80s. They'd be slotting into the NHL right away, though. That's something else to consider. Can't forget, even guys like Kozevnikov might be pushing for the NHL next season. Another trade chip is Braylon Montgomery, who's 20 years old and still at a 68 overall, so I wouldn't be opposed to trading him. So there's many question marks. Vatanen, a lot of these guys are going to be gone. Cade Domingue. Look at Cade Domingue. What? 126 points in 67 games in the U.S. development system. Boy, get this guy signed up with those 5-star shooting categories. Sheesh. Yet his puck skills are all in the 60s. Whatever. Get this guy signed up for Iowa next season. So, yeah, just as always, a lot of questions. In theory, we would hope that Kozevnikov and Morozov could be 1 and 2 next season, but I'm not sure if either of them would be ready for starter role. I think Kozevnikov would probably be ready to be a backup, but do we give him another season in the AHL and try Carey Price, or do we try and bring him to the NHL if he's really going to jump in overall? I think if anything really needs a bit of an overhaul, it's probably defense, because we could swap out Fiala, bring somebody else in. It's not a huge deal, but for defense, like if we could trade, I don't know, like if Vatanen's gone and we trade Krug and we trade a guy like Tarky, we bring in Valen, we sign some good offensive and defensive defensemen to help out the chemistry, guys we can trust. Hopefully, like we've spoken a lot about different possibilities, like even if Sergachev stays or not, that's another question. But there are guys like Thomas Chabot who we've seen that fit all defensive pairings. I forget who else we've looked at in depth, but we have the trade value to make a big deal happen for a big defenseman. This is just looking by the watch list, not even by all the best defensemen in the league. But like a really good contract guy like Jamie Drysdale, I don't think he fits the lines. Yeah, he doesn't. But I don't know. That's why I need all of you, the assistant GMs. I got to hear from you in the YouTube comments and Discord server. It was a disappointing fall in round number 3, 6 games, those 4 straight losses. I don't know what went wrong. I don't know who is to blame, and what kind of changes we'll need to make heading into next season. But I appreciate and look forward to hearing all of them. If you're not already in the Discord server, the link for that is down in the description. And we'd love to have you discussing some of that stuff over there as well. And if you're new to the channel and you're not already subscribed, we would love to have you join the team doing franchise modes. We have the Minnesota Wild, the Ottawa Senators franchise modes, live streams twice a week, Be a Pro, career simulations, all that good stuff. We would love to have you on board. I hope you enjoyed this playoff run. I'm going to go ahead and stop talking, and I can't wait to hear what your suggestions are going in to year number 7. So thank you for spending the time here and watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.